Now, this conversation about the SC, AC, I think it would be nice. Odili, can you break this down? I think people need to understand it. Now, if somebody says, is it S, that's SC.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
SC is...
Is that sickle cell too?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
It's a trait of sickle cell.
It's a trait. It's also sickle cell. It's not as common as SS. SS is the most common, and SS is the most serious. SC is not that serious, if I should say, because an SS person can have crisis for like, let me say, 4 times a month, but someone of SC can have it 2 times or once. So it's not that serious. And then the remaining 2. So SC is the most SS is the most common than the rest.
And the rest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so which one is the AC?
It's just, so like C is a genotype on its own.
Okay.
So that's why you can have SC and AC.
Okay.
So it's a combination of genotype A and genotype C that gives you AC. Same thing with SS. So all of those letters are different genotypes.
Okay.
But it's the combinations that gives you those different things. So AC can be said to be similar to AS.
Yeah.
And funny enough,
AC, I think AC that's the rare one.
Yes, it's very rare.
But it's even more like popular than SC. Because I heard about AC back in 2012 when I had my first surgery. I was crushing on my doctor. So
you are like Rema. I
was crushing on my doctor. So, and I think he found out. So he and we're very close until he was like, actually, I am AC. When he told me at first, I thought, this one has come. Another way to tell me that I cannot date you. Which one is AC again? I don't suffer. Like, they've used so many kind of excuses to run away.
Like, the funniest dates. You get what I'm saying?
Like, oh my God.
Like, for me, like crazy. I said, my own case was, I was in love with a girl she's sickle cell, right? But, I mean, saying it didn't work. But I realized that the strength was from the fact that she had a sister who is as well, who she's chatting me up right now. We're very good friends, and she's married now with 2 beautiful kids. She's married with 2 beautiful kids.
She's won an award.
But we're dating then, and then let me just tell you honestly, this, when imagine a parent walked in and see you, you guys, we're all in university, but imagine a staunch Muslim woman walk into a room and see you people kissing. You I'd be like, hey, now you get what I'm saying? But she didn't worry because it was a bit, so then we spoke about stuff like that and I didn't mind. Now, she's very intelligent. She was doing law in school. She had, she was smart. She baked. Very selfless, very nice. So I'm like, this chick is what, I didn't care. I'm like, I like this babe. And then she just looked at me like, we're going on and on for a while. But calm, I didn't care. I understood it. But I not understood that at the time, she didn't let me see her breakdown. It's like when she's going through that stuff, she would just give me stories. Oh, I'm doing stuff. But there was one time I experienced it, but I didn't really mind. I'm like, you know what? I just felt really happy to be there for her.
Yeah.
And one day she just called me from school and just said, bro, you're such a nice guy.
It's
this will work. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, said that? I cried, but she told me straight up, like, later on, and she was being honest with me.
I totally get where she's coming from.
That wouldn't work.
It's a lot of self-esteem issues. Yeah. You can. Someone like me now, people see me and say, oh my God, you're so well put together, you're smart, you're this and you're that. And I know years ago, I used to ask myself, like, some of the people I dated, I used to ask myself, why are you people dating me?
Okay.
Like, are you, like, is something wrong with you? Are you mentally okay? Because when I look at myself, I used to have something called leg ulcers. You know what leg ulcers are? They're wounds. I always had bandages on. I always went to the hospital for treatments. And I felt like I wasn't even enough for myself.
Yeah, I feel that way too.
So I'm like, this external person that's claiming they love me, I don't. It's not. You don't really trust the love because you yourself, you haven't accepted yourself fully.
Are you saying
you don't love yourself?
This might sound crazy. Are you saying that sometimes at any point, you will? Is it a case of where sometimes you don't trust it when people say, I like you even after hearing it? Do you?
Yes. It's very, very possible. Find it hard to believe.
Because I can imagine a situation where you will now be there when I'm having a crisis. And you'll be like, what can I do? should I leave you?
Yeah.
And me, I hate this sorry, it will be fine. Sorry.
I think that's a general thing, right?
It is annoying. Just leave me. It's just a matter of time. That's what I say to
So
myself.
what this means is sometimes you're dating someone, you can switch up in that mood, and that's
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy.
'Cause
Honestly.
you
And
don't-
you
you
don't want
don't-
someone else to go through that pain.
You're
with
not even loving yourself like that, because in that moment you hate everything about you. You hate what's going on with you. So you can't imagine that someone else actually really wants to be with you and likes you for you and everything that you're going through. And then you're also it's like kind of like a self-protective mechanism, because
Yeah.
you're afraid that this person is going to walk out at some point. So
Anytime.
go now, with my permission. That's the fear, because once they see you have crisis and all of that, you already have that mentality that this person is going to run. Just run now. Which I feel is part of why.
Even if the person is not running away.
Yeah,
Your
it
mind
takes,
tells you
it will take it
otherwise
that
when
wise,
you're in that situation. So
because I'll be even me to you to yourself, you'll be saying, "Will I date me?" Do you understand? Like me now, can I date me? So why would this fine-looking young man, well-to-do guy, be wanting to date me? Like there must be something wrong with you. So it's hard, honestly. It's hard, and I feel like why it's like that is because there are very few people who actually are like you, Dotun, that will be down for anything.
yeah.
So when you see those, it's rare to find those kind of people. So every other person is a suspect, basically.
Like someone just said now, she said, I used to tell the doctors to cut off my limbs when the pain was intense and I didn't want any pity. Guess what? That's why we're called warriors.
Yeah.
Wow. So it's so intense that sometimes you just want to just take it off. Wow.
You just want to say, okay, am I dying now? Maybe
Like,
I
can we
should
get
go.
this over with
Yes, maybe
already?
I should go. Or give me time. Let me tell
Sometimes
my
it's like
parents
that.
bye.
Like, can we just get this
it's
shit over
so
with?
painful.
Okay, you know what?
Go on.
Alright, guys. Oh man, this is crazy. So good, man. Let's just talk about something fun.
Yeah,
So what
sure.
kind of songs do you like? What kinds of songs do you like in my bone? What do you do? Do you
Honestly-
like to dance?
I don't know how to dance, but yes, I would like to dance.
No, I'm just saying, but what kind of songs do you like?
I don't have a genre, but I just love like upbeat music.
Oh, big music.
Yeah.
So what song do you listen to, Audley? I can tell you guys don't even like love songs, do you?
No.
The first
Why?
people that like people that like love songs are people that have had relationships.
Yes. Good
You can
going
count. We can literally
relationships.
count on our fingers how many people we've dated. So what is the
How many
love song
boyfriends have you
for?
had?
Audley starts.
None.
You never had a boyfriend before? How old are you now?
I'm 23.
23. How old are you, my bone?
I turned 27 yesterday.
27 yesterday. So
Yeah.
you never had a boyfriend before?
I don't even give them the chance.
Wow.
'Cause I think of
Why?
all these things.
Audley, why? Just, some guy who just, experience love. But some boys are bad.
It's hard out there.
Some boys going to want to die.
It's hard out there.
I get it. So Audley, be nice. You be nice, Just open up a little bit. I know you don't want to stress at all, right? I get it.
I think another thing about us is the fact that we're trying to protect our emotional space, because there's physical pain is hard, but emotional pain for us is a different level, and that thing can bring you down faster than anything else. So you're trying to protect that space of, I'm already going through so much. If somebody comes to break my heart now, it's just going to be like times 100. So just stay where you are. Let me stay where I am. Let me manage myself, my esteem and everything, because it's really, really hard. I remember when I had a heartbreak in 2014. My God, I asked my mom. I said, "Why did they call it heartbreak when it aches all over your whole body?" Because I was dying, literally.
Yeah. So sometimes your emotional state affects your health.
It does. My
There was
doctor
one
always says, when you're happy, you'll be happy.
When I realized this, before I used to take it like, oh, now. So after this, going through this, I'm having a crisis. But this year, I realized that yes, my emotional state causes me to either have a crisis or just feel down.
It does.
This year, I got a message that I didn't get admission.
Oh.
Like 2 days, 3
Let me
days,
read
I
this.
was
This was
down.
funny. So, yeah, I once had an AA that was okay with it, but family wasn't. They're lost. He said years after, and he's married and he still calls me and misses me. But it is what it is.
Honestly, see that family drama is another thing entirely, because you meet, that's another segment. You meet guys who are actually down, AA, they want to date you, but their family,
They don't want you.
they don't want you. I mean, I'm always asking, this thing is not communicable. Though. Your child is AA. What's the issue?
Because I mean,
I want to
the most you're
understand.
gonna have is AS and even AA.
So what's the issue? Because it's ridiculous. So I've had people, their moms say, I don't want my child to date someone that's SS. So why? What exactly is your issue with someone that is SS?
We've had a good time on the show, and that's why, for me, like I said, I have a lot of my friends. I feel very indebted to do this every time because it's a good feeling having to know the other side and still deal with it. So people go through their experiences. It should not be a big deal. And I think I encourage you, everybody out there, please go check your genotype. It is very necessary. It's nice. And I think these days there should be things that are, hopefully sometimes you can, if any smart guy out there can actually make an app where you can just plug in and check your genotype without even you going to the hospital. If that works, I don't know how that works, but you can know your blood type even without you having to get pricked or anything.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's all good. Thank you guys for coming on the show.